Here's what I'm going to say. And I don't even care what this does, because I really don't believe it, Mike.
Okay.
I spent a lot of my life inviting magic and evil.
You begged
and
for it.
Souls and ghosts and
Yeah.
spooky shit
Yeah.
to come to me.
Dude, also, I lived down the street from a very haunted place in Connecticut growing up, and we used to go there all the time
Did you ever
and
see a
ask
ghost?
everyone. We used to say that we
Yeah, of
saw
course you
things
did.
all the time. Man, it's cold in here all of a sudden. Ooh, there's a lantern swinging up in
Yeah.
the window. Like,
Yeah.
is it, or did you drive fast and it's the reflection of the thing?
'Cause maybe-
There's orbs in these photos. No, it's a shitty camera.
Maybe your brain made a flash of light, because sometimes our brain has electricity. I mean, our brain has electrical impulses, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you saw an electrical impulse for a second.
Or maybe it's just fun to
Maybe
believe
it's
in
just
Santa
fun to
Claus.
believe. Maybe it's fun to believe.
Just not in ghosts.
But the people that have the like utmost confidence
Yeah.
that there's some kind of like special being that can like change the world, motherfucker, I dare you to fix the world. Do it.
Like,
Just do it.
What's the process? There are ghosts, and therefore,
Like people,
What?
well, if there's ghosts, then like show us already, man.
I think
Like,
a lot
isn't
of
that
the
crazy?
confidence is trumped up by the fact that, like, let's say you get a TV show by selling this idea, right? You have to be all in.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you
Yeah.
have, or I could do like this puppet show or whatever.
Yeah.
You have this idea that you sold that works, and there's like, how many fucking seasons of those shows are there?
Dude.
So now your whole life and your house and your family's well-being is wrapped up in like your spectrometer.
Dude,
So
if-
you're gonna make sure you tune the fuck out of your spectrometer.
if there's like, okay, if there's people who have powers, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike.
How would I know?
Just if you think I'm wrong,
Yeah, sure.
you can correct me.
Sure.
But doesn't it seem like,
They would have more important jobs than being on TLC.
or working at a fucking library, or working in an office, or working at like
At the
why
government.com,
Why aren't these
.gov?
people like? Why hasn't there been a bridge between science and supernatural? I think it's because there's been research into it, and there's just nothing concrete.
Yeah.
There's just like nothing concrete.
Yeah.
There's no scientist that's gonna be like, I can guarantee to you that there are ghosts.
I think it gives people hope because loss is so difficult to deal with.
I want to say something that might be a little aggressive. But I've seen so much bullshit. We are living through some really crazy times as far as wars and civil unrest and all of this like political discourse.
The dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs dying. We're still Gallagher dying. We're still dealing with endless crushing nightmares, right? So here's what I'll say. If powerful people with powers live amongst us, witches, warlocks,
Mediums.
mediums, sensitives,
Bigs. Smalls.
get the fuck together and fix shit. Why isn't there a witch army?
Here's what
That's
I'm
like,
saying.
we're gonna stop evil
Well,
today.
here-
It's like when you think about like Anonymous. Like Anonymous is this like entity, this group of people
Yes.
that apparently have this like amazing power
Yeah.
to like hack into infrastructures
I
and
heard they're dating Banksy.
bring down the government and shit. Pete Davidson is dating Anonymous.
Ariana Anonymous.
Anonymous. Dude,
Holy shit.
dude, I like Anonymous is this thing that's like, you know, when there was like election fraud
Yeah,
stuff
they're like-
going on,
they're like,
they're like
We interrupt this broadcast.
everyone's like, if you could bring down Wall Street, then why haven't you done it already? Like, if you could stop cyber crimes. Why haven't you done it already?
Yeah.
If you have the power to like make a spell on somebody and make them love you and shit,
Yeah.
why don't you do good, better things?
I bet if we had those people on the show, they'd be able to give us reasons.
They'd be like, well, I mean, I just heard someone on TV call themselves a sensitive and it upset me so much. And it set me off. And I was like, fucking do something worthwhile.
Is it the same feeling?
Solve a murder.
I'm just talking. This is not what I believe. Bring Angela Lansbury back.
Find-
the actress.
Find Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, where-
Like, if you're so powerful, do it.
Ask Amelia Earhart where she is.
Yeah. Ask her where she is.
Where is my Mario watch I lost when
Yes.
I was 7?
I feel like it's bullshit and I feel like it's harmful. Because people watch that on TV and go like, yeah, me too. Like, there's too many people that still think it's real. I think that, like, people wonder about those things and then decide that it's easier to be like, God did it, than to be like, let's find out every reason for everything.
But it's not
'Cause
like
it takes
people-
a lot of work.
It's-
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to motivate these people who have powers to do fucking
You're trying to
something.
mobilize.
Fucking do something. Do something.
They're just gonna put like a hex on you.
Great. And guess what? That was already going to happen to me anyway. Whatever's going to happen to me and you want to take credit for because you're some magical being or something,
Yeah.
it was going to happen to me already. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like, don't do shit like, I want this boy to like me. And then mix up some leaves and shit. And don't, like, charge a fucking crystal in the sun because you want more money this month. Like, go fix the world. Dude, all the supernatural people should get together and fix the fucking polar ice caps. If they've got magic, do magic to fix the world.
Wouldn't the polar ice caps be charging at all times?
I mean, bring your moonstones.
Aren't glaciers always
Bring
charging?
your moonstones and your fucking Palo Santo or whatever the fuck you light on fire and spread around the room and shit and spread it around a fucking ice cap. In fact, I would respect psychics and warlocks and witches and people like that so much more if there were like vigilantes that were like fixing problems.
I think mediums are just like, we just read what's happening. They don't have an
that's
effect on
mediums.
anything.
But
Yeah.
like if mediums say that they can like find out secret pathways of your life or something, well, then help more important people than just someone who's like, I had a bad day at work today. Like Neil Tyson is saying science and like true. Like his quote was like,
I
science
wonder-
is great because no matter how, what is it? It's like no matter if you believe it or not, it's still it's true.
I wonder
It's
if
real.
you could prove a truth, right?
And all I'm saying is like do something. Do something fucking magical that
Well, you could
can't
say
be
the same-
refuted. I'm just asking for if there are people that have powers, do something good and show us. Prove it.
Yeah.
Fucking prove it.
How's the homeless?
Dude, I just want to go to all these people with a camera and go, prove it.
Go. And then
Right now!
they would say some sentence.
Dude, and they probably go home at night and go like, okay, I gotta think of more deflective responses to like science. Like the politicians that are like, I have to think of more I have to think of more like
Spin.
Yeah, I gotta think of the spin for the honey, what's the spin when they ask me about the ice caps?
Hey, what are we supposed to say when they ask about the hole in the ozone layer?
Yeah!